Morning, gang. It's Saturday, the 12th of October, 2019. Welcome along to Bracknell and this morning's United Kingdom Talk. How lovely to be back after such a long time. 1 minute. I feel like I haven't seen you for at least a week. Oh, it's been about a week. No, lovely to be back, boys and girls. It really is for a little chat. I must say I'm in awe this morning after watching the BBC News this morning. There's some bloke who's just completed a marathon. I'm not quite sure. How long is a marathon? How long is a marathon? Is it like a couple of hours or something like that? I'm not sure how long a marathon is, but this bloke has managed to run it this morning, and I watch him kind of, would you say win? No, complete. I watched him complete the task on the BBC News this morning. I was absolutely gobsmacked. It was fantastic. What a fantastic feeling how you can be happy for someone else's achievements like that. You know, some people are just awful, aren't they? You know, they're like, you know, whenever you manage to achieve something, they're like, oh, well, you know, I could have done that, or you could have done it better that way. I mean, the amount of times I've done something and you get this, like, message or something like that. Oh, well, we like your show, but if you do it like this, I don't mind your own bloody business. This is how I do it. That's it. Anyway, he's managed to do it his way. He did it his way. Yes, amid jubilant scenes in this morning's Mail, in Vienna this morning, Eliud Kipchoge, I think it is, Eliud, Eliud Kipchoge, 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 became the first runner to finish a marathon in under 2 hours. Wow. That's something else. Sean says a marathon is about the same length as a Snickers bar. Please, dear. The thing is, when he finished, right, it didn't like collapse on the floor like the English ones do, or the American ones, you know, and they collapse on the floor, you know, and start weeing themselves and all that. No, he carried on, and as he was approaching the finish line this morning, his face just lit up, and it was just the feeling that I got from that was really something else. And of course, he finished over the line. All these people come and congratulated him. Did he push them away or anything like that? No, he didn't. He got hugs, and then he ran round. He continued to run round. God, after running all that time, you'd think he'd want a cup of tea or a bit of a rest, wouldn't you? No, he started running around and whacking people's hands who were obviously, you know, holding them out. I get the same when I'm in the shopping centre, to be honest. You know, as I'm walking through, people are holding their hands like that, waiting for me to smack them like that. You know, in a sort of way of saying hello. No, he carried on and walked round, and his face, he didn't even look tired. He didn't even look tired. He was just amazing. Totally amazing. He's 34 years old, from Kenya. You do find the fastest people seem to be from those African countries like Kenya and places like that, don't you? Dominican Republic, all round there. That's Caribbean, of course. He's 34, which I don't know, in sort of running age, seems to be a little bit high for me. I would expect someone like that to perhaps be in their sort of early to mid-20s. But nevertheless, he's 34. And he completed the course in Vienna this morning in an incredible 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds. So I think he shaved off something like over 20 seconds off the original time that someone run this 2 hours. He celebrated with his arms outstretched, here we are, receiving acclaim of the watching crowd as he waved his national flag after making history. I mean, he was not racing alone. He was assisted by 41 pacemakers. Yeah, I was wondering what all that was about, because he was like surrounded by these other runners. But I gather the reason for that is, I suppose if you're on your own, you can't, and you know, you've been concentrating and running for so long, it's just one of those, you know, you kind of lose where you are, I suppose. So you have to have the help of these people. And he was kind of surrounded by people in front, to the sides, and at the back. There was a couple of cyclists a little bit further back. And they were just helping him. And as he got towards the end, they just they just broke ranks, and he had to stay behind these people at the front. I would imagine those people at the front changed a few times. I only saw the very end of the race because they wouldn't have been able to keep up with him. He's the one who was making the record, wasn't he? And as he got towards the end, they kind of broke, and then he just went for it. And after running for all that time, you would think there'd be the slight look of tiredness on his face. No, what a fantastic human achievement. It says it's his second shot at the record after missing out by 25 seconds in his first attempt in Monza 2 years ago. So I suppose it takes a while to build this sort of stuff up. He said, after 65 years, I'm the first man, because that was the record before. I want to inspire many people that no human is limited. There we are. No human is limited. And listening to his story on the news earlier, I think it was Naga this morning, Miss Smarmy Pants Naga. She was all right this morning, actually. Miss Smarmy Pants Naga. They were saying that he used to run 2 miles delivering milk and things like that, which is great. So congratulations to that man. I'm so impressed with that. So impressed with that. I was just underneath the desks this morning. You know, I'm always can't find my glasses. Well, I dropped a bit of paper behind the desk this morning. I've now found 3 pairs. Look. They just really need to get the Hoover out behind there. No wonder I sneeze a lot in here. I just sneeze, achoo, 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 like that all the time, don't I? So I found me 3 pairs of glasses there. I did do running before, actually. I did do a little bit of running myself over a period of about 2 years, I think it was. And then one of my knees started playing up, so I had to give up. The doctor says, no, you can't do running. No, give it up. And I used to enjoy that. I beat up to about an hour every day, and I would imagine that was the problem, was doing too much of it. Literally an hour non-stop run every day. That was a few years ago now, so I had to stop that, unfortunately. Anyway, here we are back from the holiday. Let's just do some of your messages, okay? Good morning to Mr. Mark Bowles. Morning. First message of the day from Mr. Mark Bowles. Greetings to you, sir. Hello to young Tommy Flynn. Morning. A fellow Catholic is in the mix this morning. Missed this morning. Hello, Tommy. Hello to Adam the Plumber. Thanks to Adam the Plumber for posting the various old shows, or at least suggesting them, and I reposted them while I was away. I hope you enjoyed a few of those. Me with hair. I have to say, I watched some of those shows. Oh, my God, they're awful. They're just awful. Morning, Adam. Hello to Joey Millen. Good morning, Carol MC and Dave. Morning to you, Mr. Smiling Face. Always smile. Even when I'm not here, Carol, you must smile, my darling. All right, you must smile. Just a reminder, those of you watching on Facebook Live, don't forget, we'll be moving completely over to YouTube soon. Okay, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK is what you want. I still haven't done a blooming little logo for that here, unfortunately, have I? No. Have I got one here? No. Haven't got one there. So youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Subscribe to that channel. Have the notifications switched on. Otherwise, you won't be able to watch starting in a week or so time. Okay, we're already lost Periscope and Twitch and another one. Can't remember what. And Vaughan Live. So you must be with us on YouTube to join in and maybe win one of our wonderful prizes. Incidentally, Super Chat gifts have arrived, boys and girls. Those of you that send a Super Chat, okay, will receive, and they're only small things. How big are they in comparison to that? Hang on a minute. Let me have a look. I think they're a little bit bigger than the they're a little bit smaller than the fridge magnets, okay? Okay, these are the fridge magnets. These are the fridge magnets, if you were wondering. We give away one of those every Monday morning. To get one of those, you need a raffle ticket. Later on during the show, I'll be giving out those raffle tickets. So stay tuned for that, and you can win one in the raffle on Monday. But I've got something for the Super Chatters as well. Now, what's a Super Chat? You can only see this if you're on YouTube. So there's another excuse for you to join us on YouTube. Bottom left-hand corner is a little $sign, okay? Sometimes people send me a Super Chat, which is basically a tip. You know, like if you're an hairdresser and you get your hair cut and he or she hasn't made a complete mess of it, and you give them a little tip. Well, that's what that little $sign is for there. Okay, so those of you that have sent a tip in the past will receive one little gift. which I may or may not show you before the end of the show today. But what I would like you to do is, if you've sent a super chat in the past, and I've got a list of them here. I've got a list of who's just sent a $5. Oh my God, someone just sent a $5. That's a lot of money to send. Thank you, Adam the plumber. Is that no? 1 minute. Wait a minute. Who sent a $5? It's Carol, MC, and Dave. Oh my God, blimey. Oh my God, blimey. £5. No one's ever sent. I don't think anyone's sent £5 before. So thank you very much, Carol, MC, and Dave. That's very kind of you. Very nice indeed. And Sean Pye has sent £2 this morning. Little tips. The money's pouring in, dear. Don't send too much because, you know, once I've got enough, I'll just retire and won't do it anymore. Not really. Let's just see if we can get rid of something. 1 minute, Mama darlings. I just want to... Can I do that? There we go. Let's just... Let's hide. What do we do? Hide user on this channel. Lovely. Good. Excellent. That's got rid of someone. What was I saying? Yes, I've got a list of the people who've done the super chats. So, and I will backdate these, okay? If you've done a super chat, please send me your postal address, okay, to that address there, and I shall get one off to you. Yes, I'm not going to show you it today because I want to do the backlog first. I'll probably show you on tomorrow's show. Now, tomorrow, I'm hoping to be with you at night time, okay? We may or may not do the bingo tomorrow, depending on whether those prizes have arrived. My neighbour took some boxes in while I was away, and I know he's got 2 boxes for me, but I'm not quite sure what they are. One of them may be the prizes, or it may be a clock for my Lincolnshire television studio complex, or it may be, what's the other thing? Or it might be a microphone arm thing. I'm not quite sure what's been left for me. So that remains to be seen. Okay, and I'll let you know tomorrow. But tomorrow we'll have a nighttime show tomorrow. I reckon somewhere around 8 o'clock tomorrow night. All right, so if you're around tomorrow night, please join us then. Okay, let's just go back to some of your messages there. Joey, have I said hello? You're Carol MC. Diane Jeb, good morning, Diane. So once again, if you've sent a super chat in the past, okay, and I've got a list of them here, I'll match it up to your address. Please email me your postal address, and I'll get one in the post to you as well. All right? Do you want a photo? Do we want photos as well with those, or just super chats? Super chat gifts? I'm not quite sure. Do you think I should have? Do you want a photo in there as well? I don't know. Let's have a look. Hello to Michael Lawrence. Good morning, Michael. Welcome to the show. Hi, it's young Ashley Royce. Good morning to you. Good morning, Ashley Royce. How lovely to see you. Ashley's going to be a little daddy soon, aren't you? He's so looking forward to it. He's a young lad, and I don't know if you're with the girl or not, but nevertheless, he's going to be a dad soon, and he's so excited. I do see your little post, so he is so excited. So looking forward to that day, and stick up a picture as soon as you got one there, Ashley. All right, I know how excited you are, mate. All right, good luck to you. Sean Pye, good morning to you. Hello to Joanna, welcoming me back. Good morning, Joanna. Hello to Evie and Harry. Evie, that's my nephew, Gary Butler. They're still on holiday at the moment at Haven Holidays. That's where I've been in Mablethorpe. I had a wonderful time, which I'll tell you about when we get to the bottom of the messages there. But he got recognised, my nephew, in Mablethorpe from my sister's husband's videos. And then I got recognised, sadly not as Chris Reardon, but as Martin's brother-in-law. Not recognised as myself, you know, just as someone's brother-in-law. So disappointing. I don't believe that, actually, Gary. I think you're lying to me. I think I was probably the one recognised, dear. Rude. Morning to John Aitken. Hello, John. A marathon's about the same length as a Snickers bar. I think I've read that, haven't I? Very funny. Are they not changing the names back soon to marathon? I'm sure I saw that somewhere. They're going to change the name back to marathon, perhaps for a short period of time. I don't know. Hello to Mark Kempner. Morning, Mark. Watching running is like watching paint dry. Oh, come on, Mark. You can't have not seen that, not watched that on the telly and been pleased and excited for that person. You're just jealous, dear. You can't run more than 2 yards like that, can you? Oh, dear me. Morning to Jason Hughes. Hello to you. Poor John Aitken can't even run for a bus. Ah, yeah, but you could at one point. I know that. I know that, John. Morning to Jason Hughes. What happened to the karaoke last night? The laptop decided to update. Now, before you say, why don't you turn the updates off? They are. They are. For some reason, on the laptop, whenever there's an update available, it starts going wrong. Now, this has happened for a long time, and often kind people, full of advice, a bit like yourselves, say to me, turn your updates off. They are. The same as they're turned off on this and on the other ones, and on the ones up north, they're turned off. Now, on the laptop, they're turned off, but for some reason, whenever it says update available, okay, it starts going wrong until you do the update. Also, you have to remember, we're streaming there via the 4G, so it's not necessarily a very stable connection. It should be, but it's not, unfortunately. All right, so that's what happened there. It did come back, actually, Jason. Maybe you gave up a little bit too early, but it came back about 10 to 15 minutes later. And we started, it comes up in a new box, so there we are. All right. Good morning to Artmaster Studio TV. Good morning to you, sir. Raffle tickets, of course, being given out a little bit later on. Hello to the lovely Shania Steele. Good morning. Who's currently on beer and buses and sat on a Bendy bus. Oh, we hated those in London. Bendy buses, what an absolute nightmare they were in London. Completely the wrong bus for the sort of roads we have in London. Probably be perfectly all right out in the country, you know. But I hope you're having a nice time on that Bendy bus. Or they want to change the Gloria. They want to change the Gloria. I think the new priest, Father Simon, wants to change the Gloria. Can I remember the tune? No. Oh, I can't remember now. It's the Psalter or something like that. Anyway, I've got it sussed already, so I'll be all right with that one. I wonder if you might want to do that tomorrow. I don't know. Good morning to Mr. Ray Reynolds. Good morning, Ray. Welcome back and welcome front. Morning, Ray. Jason, the marathon was all set up for him. They chose the easiest course, all flat, I believe. Oh, how can you criticise him, Jason? Just because you can't do it. Just because you can't do it. Look at the negativity coming from Jason this morning. Very surprised. Very, 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 very disappointed, Jason. Very disappointed about your negativity this morning. What would have been a proper record would be doing it in a real marathon with other competitors, says Jason this morning. Thank you, my darling. Adrian Richardson, good morning from Hendon BMI Hospital. He's there with his mum at the moment, so good morning to you. Morning to you. Hello to Nathan Edwards, who is in Tunisia. Good morning, Nathan. A long way away. Good morning, Nathan. Not been to Tunisia. I have a friend who was Tunisian, actually. Lovely chap he was, so good morning to you. Michael Lawrence has sent £2 as well. Oh, 5, 6. I got £9 this morning. The money's pouring in, dear. Pouring in. Thank you very much for that, Michael. Very kind. Don't forget, send me your email address, your postal address to this address if you've sent a super chat either today or in the past, and I'll get one of those in the post to you. If I can't do it today, I'll send them off tomorrow, so you'll have them Tuesday or Wednesday. It's only a small thing, but I think you might want one, okay? We've got quite a few of those. I had a lot of those done. Michael Lawrence, can I send my address by text message? Yes, if you want to. Yeah, you can send it on a text message. The text message is up there, the phone number if you ever want to send a text, okay? 07551 259 675. 07551 259 675 is our text number up there in the top left-hand corner of the screen. All right. Mark, no, I've still not got the coins out. Sorry. Hello to Paul and Lou. Just rolled out of bed here. Oh, early today then. Christ, I mean, some people just spend their entire lives in bed, like you two. God, and at your age as well. I mean, at your age, there wouldn't be any hanky-panky going on, would there? Let's be honest. Oh, dear. Morning to High Grade Gaming, who just got up. Well, the kids have got him up. Well, good. Blimey, how many people are in bed at 10:15 on a Saturday? Dear me. A very good morning to Duke Chrissy to Hoye. Morning, Chrissy baby, who's in Doncaster. Seeing a friend of his up there, so good morning to you. I was very disappointed, actually, Chris. Usually when I speak to you on the phone, you haven't got a top on. And yesterday you did. It's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same with your trying to look. What would the word? You're trying to be sexy look. Yeah, with the lip, he does the lips as well, Chris. Morning, sir. Hello to Mick Davenport. Good morning, Mick Davenport. All right. Adrian did marathon. Took me 2 hours and 1 minute, but I don't like the nuts. No one likes yours either, mate, to be honest. And poor old Mick Davenport still in bed with a hangover. Oh, fancy drinking, Mick, at your age as well. I'm shocked and horrified sometimes. Shocked and horrified. All right. So my holiday. I had a lovely time. Thanks very much. The weather was perfectly nice. It was perfectly all right. In fact, it was perfectly all right until Friday when I left, and it all went grey. You see, I bring the sunshine wherever I go. Bring me sunshine, bring me smiles. Yes, I bring the sunshine wherever I go. And when I leave, it just all collapsed on Friday, the weather. It absolutely collapsed. And it was bucking it down yesterday afternoon. I left the Haven holiday place at about... Actually, it was early out. I think it was about 9:30 in the morning. I managed to get out 9 o'clock, 9:30. I went to say goodbye to my nephew, who was still in bed, and my great niece was still in bed. But great nephew Harry was up, and Stacey, his wife, was up. So I went to say goodbye to them. Dumped in my car, and on the way home, it was raining a little bit here and there, and got back to my own caravan around about 10:30, I think. And it was a nice journey. Got into bed pretty early because I didn't sleep well at all on holiday. Don't know why. I kept waking up and going for a wee all the time. Every day except the first day. Dreadful. I would be waking up 3-4 o'clock in the morning for some reason. And, just couldn't get back to sleep. Don't know why that was. So Friday I got back to my own caravan in Chapel Hill Marina. Around about 10:30, put my stuff away, got my stuff ready for work because I was leaving, obviously, to drive back to London a bit later on. And I think I got into bed yesterday afternoon about 12 o'clock, had a reasonable sleep. But it's not cold. You couldn't say it was cold at all while we were away. Really, not at all. But lovely weather. Lovely weather. The sun came out quite a lot as well. I we were able to walk around. I think I might have had a hooded top. I had to take it off a couple of times. I'm just walking along in a T-shirt. But the holiday site itself, it was Haven Holidays, Golden Sands, Mablethorpe. That's where we are. That wasn't busy at all. It was nice and quiet, just as you like it. We're off-peak, so it's a lot cheaper. You wouldn't believe how much some of these caravan sites charge in the middle of August. How on earth families can afford... I think someone quoted £1,300 in August. Now, let me tell you, I didn't pay 200. I think it was about 150 or 160 for 4 nights, which I'm very happy with. And of course, not busy, so you've got plenty of walk around, if you want to sit even in the entertainment complex. Well, we didn't spend too much time in there. We certainly didn't stay for any of the shows, but we went in there to play prize bingo a couple of times. I want to say prize bingo, so it's mainly for the children, And then you get a couple of little tickets and... you do them with the children, and the prize is a little box of bricks or a little cuddly toys, something like that. We didn't win, but we played that a couple of times. But apart from that, we didn't really stay in the entertainment hall, which was practically empty. On a percentage scale, I suppose it was about 18% full of people. There was plenty of space in there, plenty of space. So that's what we did at night time. And the children, they like to go in the arcade as well. I like to spend some time in the arcade. I really don't put money in machines anymore. Their favourite one, certainly Harry and Evie's favourite machine, is the one that, with the coins, and you put them, they've got like shelves that move, haven't they, like that? Something like that. Right, and you put your coin in and it drops down, and then it pushes that one forward, and most of them go off on the side and get nothing. And then sometimes you get a couple of coins come off and drop down the thing, and you get tickets as well. And the idea is you save up all these tickets, and then when you got I don't know, X hundred or X thousands of tickets if you've been there long enough. You go to this prize thing and you select a prize, and it's all very exciting for the children and all that. Except I do it in a different way. You see, if I'm doing it, I can probably make a little pot of 2p pieces last 20 minutes. You know, I'm like this, you know, I wait for the thing to come back, and then you drop your coin, and then by the time it's got there, it's moved forward, so it drops in a gap, or at the space at the back. Then the thing comes forward, and it pushes the coins off like that, and hopefully you'll win something. And Harry, great nephew Harry, he kind of does it a bit like that. But my great niece Evie, right, she's watched other people do it, and they seem to line up, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 2p coins in the thing, and they go, and they all go in at the same time. The trouble is, she doesn't even watch. It's like she's got to get all the coins in that machine as quickly as possible. And she lines up these coins, and she goes, and she's looking around like that. And I'm like, Evie, you're not even watching where the coins are going. And then so she listens to that, and then for about a minute, then she starts putting in one at a time. So she'll line them up, but the way you do it, you're going to go like that, and one will drop in. We've got 5 in the queue, right? But I think she's not got any patience with it. You know, and for about a minute, she might do them like that. Well, not even a minute, probably. And then she starts doing it all again, and you have to tell her again. But of course, she gets through a pot of 2p pieces in like a minute or two, and then she's back over to Dad. Can I have another pound? You know, I think he limits them to well, you have to. You can't just keep putting the money in the machines all the time. But she gets rid of these 2p pieces ever so quickly. Anyway, as the week went on, they collected quite a lot of tickets. They're still there tonight. It's their last night there tonight. And, of course, they were there last night. So, presumably, they would have gone back in the arcades again. I would limit a child to, I think £1 is probably not enough. Maybe £2. If it was me, I'd give a child £2. There you go. That's your £2. Once that's gone, that's it. But Evie, she can't wait to get the money in that machine and out of her pocket. And then, of course, they want more. I don't put anything in them. I think I put about 4p in those. I'm so tired. I put about 4p personally, you know, with my own. I might give them a couple of quid here and there, but I just don't put the money in the machines anymore. Such a waste of time. And the other one she did, she wanted to win a what's that thing? A unicorn. There was a unicorn in this other machine, which is like like one of those type machines, you know, grab and drop type machine. But this one, they've got the things on like rods like this. So you've got a toy hanging up like this, and she pushes a button, and this other thing comes out like that, right? And it's supposed to go like that, twist, catch the hook, drop it down like that. Of course, you don't win. Yeah, you don't win. She spent £2. That was a pound to go. That's a pound to go. A pound to go. So she had £2 in there. And what other machines they had? Oh, they had these machines where you could win a great big bar of chocolate. You know, the great big bars of Cadbury's Dairy Milk. And they're in these machines. And I'm looking at this grab drop thing in this particular machine. And I thought to myself, well, that just doesn't look big enough to grab the chocolate. And I looked at the chocolate, which was in a cardboard box. You know, the cardboard box Galaxy. Great big thing like that. And it looks like it's been there for ages. I don't think anyone ever wins that one. Anyway, they were the machines, and the kids like to play in those a couple of times, so you've got to take them in there, haven't you? And then yesterday, we had a couple of days out as well, which was all very nice. Yesterday, we went to, Thursday, we went to a garden centre. And they wanted to go there because they'd heard that all the Christmas decorations were out. And believe me, they were. They were, oh my God. Now, what was the name of the garden centre? It might have been called Woodhouse in Mablethorpe, or near Mablethorpe. It was about 10 minutes away from us. It was very, very close, actually. And we went... Gary took us in his fun bus. He's got a black Ford adjusted, for disabled people, for great niece Olivia, because she goes in there, and at the back there's like these 2 rails, right? So you push you open the doors, and there's a ramp as well. So they push the pram up the ramp, and then they hook it onto these 2 rails, and then you sit either side of it. And it's all very good. And my nephew calls that the fun bus. We call it the fun bus. So we were in there. I went to the garden centre, and there they were, all these wonderful, wonderful Christmas decorations. And I got a lot of video of that. And I'll be able to make our opening Christmas video sequence with those. I just need to find a little bit of music for that. So round about... yeah, this is how long it takes, dear. Yes, very prepared. What we have, November, December, 3 months away, 2.5 months away from Christmas. And I'm getting ready now with my Christmas opening video, dear. We must be prepared. We are in the Scouts. Cubs, be prepared. We will be prepared. Oh, thank you, Gary. Woodthorpe Garden Centre it was. Woodthorpe Garden Centre. So we went in there and looked at all the wonderful Christmas decorations. Fantastic in there. Absolutely fantastic. You want to see Christmas decorations and you're in the northeast of the country, near Mablethorpe, Skegness, go to the Woodthorpe Garden Centre. There's a place in there to have dinner as well. We had a nice meal in there. What did I have? I can't remember now. Oh, I think I had corn sausages. Corn sausages. No, they weren't corn sausages. They were Linda McCartney's sausages. They weren't corn sausages. I knew that from start. They might have said they were, but they weren't. They were Linda McCartney sausages. But they were very nice, and egg and beans, and Gary had a carvery, his third one of the week. I love a bits and pieces. So we had some dinner in there and a piece of cake as well. And outside they had this trampoline. Outside this garden centre. I suppose they were selling them as well. And, of course, two of them, Evie and Harry, went in on the trampoline and jumping up and down. Little did they know, there was like this trampoline is like surrounded by like a net so that the kids don't fall off. And you go through this bit that's open like that with a zip. Of course, every time they went to the back of the trampoline, I pretended that was going to close them in. And then we went in a maze. The maze wasn't very good. It was a bit muddy in there. So I didn't go in the maze. And that's it. And I bought some bits and pieces. I bought some more fairy lights. I don't know why I bought more fairy lights, because I've just had some delivered to my neighbour. But I bought some more fairy lights to go all around the caravan. What was it? 30 metres. I think that'd be enough. We were going to get, I think there was a 60-metre one or something like that, was it? I can't remember how big it was now. 30 metres of fairy lights to go all around the caravan up north. I won't be there next week. I'm down here all week next week. Need to have a little bit of a rest with the journey going up and down. I've got a few bits and pieces to do next week as well. I've got a little doctor's a medical phone call, you know, where they discuss your medicines. That comes from the normal doctors I go to, not the special doctor I go to twice a year. So I've got that, and then I've got an MOT, which I gather all doctors do now if you've gone over a certain age. So I've got that on Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday morning, 11 o'clock. I've got that, and then Tuesday night I think I'm meeting up with my friend David Rosen. Who was a DJ with me at the Black Cap. He was there before me, and he left before I left, so we kind of crossed over there. And he's a lovely chap. He is David Rose. He's got his own family now. He went to he's had an interesting life. He was always gay, right? And then he went on holiday to Thailand and fell in love with a girl on reception, and married her, brought her over, and I think she had a couple of children already, so he brought them over as well, and they had another child, and he's as happy as a sandbag, you know. So it goes the other way as well. You often hear about these straight blokes that turn gay. It works the other way as well. The gay blokes do sometimes turn straight. Except not me. That won't be happening to me, my darlings. I'm so, like, all the breasts. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, girls. Oh, I feel ill. Breasts. Oh, no. Unlike great nephew Harry... Oh, my God, get a pair of tits out in a newspaper and he goes mad, he does. Chris, look at these. And he laughs and points. There was a statue in the garden centre. You know, one of those busts of the naked women with the towel thing round her waist and the breasts out like that. And he's like, look, Chris, look, and he's touching them. 6 years old. He's going to be trouble. There's going to be trouble there. Oh, so that was on Thursday. Lovely. Tuesday and Wednesday, we went into Mablethorpe. There was a pub there called the... Oh, I can't remember. Can't remember the name of the pub, but they do a carvery in there and other meals as well. And we had 2 meals in there, both on Tuesday and Wednesday. Very, very nice indeed. Very, very nice meals in there. And of course, we went for a couple of little trips to the beach there, which was really nice. They got an ice cream place on the beach, so we had an ice cream for pudding in there. But very reasonable. Might be called the Bear. The Mabel. Hang on, let me find what it's called. Hang on. Mablethorpe Pub. Let me find what it was called, because I can recommend this. The Beck. That's it, the Beck. B-E-C-K, the Beck. That's the one, Gary. The Beck. And we went in there for lunch, and really nice food, actually. I had vegan shepherd's pie, which is delicious. They make it out of lentils. It's really nice. Do try one of those. Even if you're a meat eater, you know, try a vegan cottage or shepherd's pie. They're very, very tasty indeed. And as I say, after that, the kids went on the beach. I try not to go on the beach. I'm not a fan of sand. I don't like it. It gets everywhere. Oh, it's awful. Gets in between your toes, and you get off the bit, and you can never get it all off, can you? It's all. I'm not a fan of. I don't mind pebbles, but sand does my head in. So the children went onto the beach, and they went all the way to the sea. I think they dipped one toe and then come running back and told us how cold it was. And Stacey's mum came along as well. Oh, that was funny. Stacey is my nephew's wife. Her mum came along, and I got to their caravan one morning, and there's this, lady in there. I don't know how old she is actually. She's probably around about the same age as me, I suppose. And she's looking after them. I thought, I wonder who that lady is. Anyway, as time was going on, Stacey was talking to her, and then I think Stacey shouted at her or something like that. And I thought it was the nurse, you see. I thought, oh, that's not the way to talk to a nurse. And then suddenly realised it was her mum. So I get that now. You would talk to your mum like that, wouldn't you? Michelle's her name. I didn't recognise her. And it's Stacey's mum anyway. Got on with her like a house on fire. Oh, what a lovely lady. I thought I never really had a proper conversation. I think they've been married now about 7 or 8 years. I can't remember how many years they've been married now. But I've never really met properly her mother. So that was really nice. And we sat on the beach having an ice cream, or just up off the beach having an ice cream, a little bit of a walk around there. Just in case you're wondering, I did, of course, terrorise the children as much as possible. But I think I only managed to make them cry once or twice this time, which was very disappointing. It's amazing sometimes how what small things can make a child cry, like nicking. One of the reasons was nicking the blanket. Evie was sitting there in the caravan. I just grabbed the blanket and pulled it. Oh, she went marching off to her room, crying her eyes out. Also, I'm always fascinated to see how quickly children, if they want something and they're crying and screaming and shouting and crying, the moment you get that thing or whatever it is, it stops like that. I want one. Oh, thank you. And it stopped straight away. It's amazing how children quickly stop crying like that. It really is. I'll come back to some of your messages in a moment, boys and girls, okay? So that was it. I enjoyed one of the things that was kind of an unthought about, that it just happened, was Harry and maths. And it was one morning or one afternoon, I can't remember, we're sitting in the caravan, and all suddenly he picks up these books, hundreds of books, and puts them down. Oh, that's the other thing. If one sees something happening, the other one wants to be involved all the time. Do you find that with children as well, if you've got two or more? So I don't know, if you're like... I don't know, if you give one a piece of chocolate, oh, I want a piece of chocolate as well. Or if you're doing something, oh, I want to do that as well. All the time, whichever one. Okay? And anyway, so Harry picks up all these books and plonks them down on the shelf. And then Evie sees this happening, so she immediately goes and gets her books and puts them down on the other side. Right, what's this then? Oh, can you do this with me, Harry says. This great nephew Harry, who is... I think he's 6. I can never remember the exact ages. I think he's 6. And so he opens this book, and it was maths. It was maths. Simple little things like, for example, 1 + 3 equals, and there's a little box there. So he wants to do these with us. So 1 + 3. What do you think that is? And it's the way they look at you. It melts your heart. Absolutely melts your heart. 4. Yep, okay, Harry. Right, put 4 there. So he puts a little 4 there. Right, and then the next one might be, I don't know, 5 plus 2. Right, 5 plus 2, Harry. Is it 6? No. Okay, give me a hand. Give me a hand. It's got his little hands like this. Little tiny little hands, aren't they? You know, a quarter the size of mine. And I said, okay, open your fingers like that. Right, close all your fingers. Right, 5 plus 7. Right, count 5 on 1. And 2 on the other. Is it 7? Yeah, it's 7. That's it. And he puts his there. I can't tell you what that does to me. What that does to me. And my nephew's wife, she says to me, he doesn't listen when they're teaching him maths. Whether it's because they're mum and dad, maybe I come across a bit more like a teacher or something like that. I don't know. But her mother, she says you've got no, it wasn't. Was it her mother? No, it was Angie. Angie, who's one of the nurses. She comes in a few times a week to look after Olivia. She's the little disabled girl, bless her up. And she was saying, I've got a very calming teaching voice. I said, you don't want to watch these shows. They're anything but calming, dear, are they? Well, they are calming because a lot of people, as you well know, watch this programme to help them drift off to sleep in the morning. It's true. Or at night. So I have a calming teaching voice. But, yeah, and several times while we were away, he got these books out and done these things. And sometimes he got a little bit confused. But you have to just keep doing it. And after a couple of days, he was actually doing sums on his own. I'm not quite sure how you move from learning on fingers to learning in your head. You know, at what point are they, you know, you say 3 plus 3. Okay, that's 6. Rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do you move from that to that? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a teacher. But that was lovely, that was. That was lovely, that was. And they had other little things in the book where they had... it would be like another sum, say 4 plus 1. So it's 5, okay? Now, along the sides were trees. And each tree had a number. So that might be tree number 5, that might be tree number 6, tree number 7, tree number 2, tree number 9, and so on. And what they so to get the answer, you know, what's 4 plus 1? 5. So then you take that, instead of writing the number in a box, you draw a line to that tree. Did you get it? Oh, it's great fun. Absolutely great fun. So that was a nice thing to do as well while we were away. They had a fun fair within the Haven Holidays site itself, which was not busy. I mean, there didn't seem to be anyone on the fun fair at all, other than ourselves. And of course, we're coming to the end of the season, so that part of it, in fact, the whole thing seems now to be run on a skeleton staff. And if you wanted to do something at the fun fair, you kind of had to queue up and wait for tokens and things like that. And it wasn't particularly cheap, the fun fair. You know, if you're on a holiday site like that and they got a fun fair, I would just assume that the fun fair was free, you know, as part of the holiday. But no, you have to go and buy these tokens. And then Gary, my nephew, queued up for all these tokens, varying different colours. Obviously, I suppose different colour means a certain amount. And I think the trampoline was 4, but this is a different trampoline from the garden centre. Trampoline was about £4. And this trampoline, he had like a harness on, which went round his arse and sort of round the front, and 2 elasticated things like that. And the bloke put him in, who was absolutely gorgeous, this bloke. I'll tell you that now. Oh my God, I've never seen such tight tracksuit bottoms in all my life. God's sake, man. Dear me, anyway, he was looking after the fit as anything. He was as fit as anything, this lad, working on the trampoline. I couldn't take my eyes off him. Anyway, so he's put in great nephew Harry, and then later, great niece Evie first. Put her in this thing, and they were jumping up and down. And as they get higher, he seems to pull this thing, and they go a little bit higher. Not too high. He's very good, actually. Didn't take his eyes off the kids at all. So we did that, and we did hook a duck. Hook a duck, where you hook a duck like that. Yeah. And then you hook the duck, and you win a prize every time. Gary won flamingos. He gave me a flamingo. Now, if you're wondering where that is this morning, Gary, that's at the Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex. It is already in position. So next time I go up there, which will probably be the week after next, I think I'll be back up there the week after next. You'll see my brand new flamingo that my nephew kindly won and handed over to me. So that's good. And I think that's about it, really. My nephew's wife done me 2 lots of lovely vegetable soup, I have to say. Really nice vegetable soup. I've done quite well with the eating this week. Haven't really touched... I have had a large bar of chocolate, but I think only one. I think I had 2 ice creams, a bar of chocolate. I don't think I had any crisps at all while I was away. We had a pizza. It wasn't a whole pizza. But I've weighed myself this morning and I haven't put anything on. So I'm quite pleased about that. I'm 13 stone, 9.4, I think it is. So I'm actually down a little bit from before I went away. So I'm quite pleased about that, I have to say. Very pleased about that. Talking of weight loss, Adam the plumber, congratulations to him. He's managed to lose half a stone in 2 weeks. He's back on the slimming world. Well done, Adam the plumber. Absolutely fantastic. You know, I will get back on that at some point. When? I don't know. I just don't know. It'll get to the right day and I'll be on it again. So that was it. That was my holiday and a fantastic time. Right, let's read some of your messages, boys and girls. Coming to your messages now. Please stand by while we try and connect you. Oh, gosh, there's quite a few there, isn't there now? Let's have a look. We've done Mick. I said Mick. There we are. Gareth Loxton. Good morning to you, Gareth. Hello to Super Mayko 250. Morning to you. Oh, incidentally, there won't be a live show from my brother-in-law today because they're still away in Cyprus at the moment. Okay. Sean Pye. Oh, sent me a text. Have you, Sean? Let me see that. What's that there? Oh, your address. Thank you very much. Got your address for those super chats. We have got little super chat prizes now. Okay, once again, if you've just joined us, a very warm welcome to you. If you've sent a super chat in the past, and I have got a list of who's sent super chats. It's on the YouTube thing. I just have to push the button and it goes on. If you have you ever sent a super chat in the past, please email me your postal address and I'll send you the little gift and I'll let you know what the gifts are tomorrow. I just want to deal with the little backlog first. Just in case anyone else starts wanting to do them. Although if you do, I'll put one in the post for you as well. But send your email. If you ever do a super chat, please send your address before and I'll send you one of these little gifts, okay? All right. Mark, 10,000 tickets for a penny sweet. They annoy me. That's right. On the arcades. They are. You have to have an awful lot of tickets to get a prize at those places, don't you? Good morning to Daniel Warren. Good morning, Daniel. Welcome to the show. John Aitken is watching Tipping Point, but I call it Penny Push. It is Penny Push, isn't it? Except it's 2 Penny Push now. Artmaster, which Doctor Who is your favourite? John Pertwee. John Pertwee, followed very, very closely by Tom Baker. They're my favourite Doctor Who's. That's the old school Doctor Who, yeah? Yeah? The new school Doctor Who's would be the old Scottish bloke. Can't remember his name's gone right out of my head. The one who did it before the girl who's doing it, who is very good. The girl's very good, but the Doctor who did it before her, the Scottish bloke, the older bloke, I thought he was my best of the new lot, okay? Good morning to Claire. Morning, young Claire. Welcome to our little show, Claire. Nice to see you there, my love. Hello to Michael Pullman. Welcome. Claire, those machines are really addictive for children. My cousin and I used to love them. She got into a lot of trouble with her uncle when we were young and on holiday together. I bet you were a troublemaker, Claire, years ago. She's not anymore. Claire's not trouble. She's very posh, Claire. Very posh. Craig says he calls it titty point. Titty point. Hello to Russ Philip Vernon. Good morning to you. I'm glad you enjoyed your holiday. Yeah, it was lovely. I don't know why I couldn't sleep on that holiday. Don't know why that was. I'm usually all right sleeping away, but not on that particular holiday. Hello to Gloria. Gloria Gayer. Garden centres are like Disneyland for gays of a certain age like us. Absolutely. You're so right. Me and my mate used to go to the garden centre down the road here, Longacres. We had to stop in the end because every time we went in there, we'd come out with a trolley full of stuff. Oh, we'd just go in for one plant. £100 later, I ran out of space in the blooming garden. The lawn was getting shorter and shorter because I was having to cut back and make the borders bigger. They're deadly. They're deadly to me, garden centres. Absolutely deadly. You're so right. Craig is time to get his breakfast. Yeah, go and get your breakfast. Sit down and stay with us. So, hello to Ian Days. Good morning, Ian. Welcome, sir. Jason, there should be a law about advertising or selling Christmas stuff before Halloween or bonfire. I agree. I so agree with you. By the time Christmas actually comes, you're so bored with the unnecessarily early hype all over it. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't put my Christmas decorations up till early. For example, in here, you won't see a Christmas backdrop until about a week before. Maybe two. Certainly, absolutely no way you'd see any sort of Christmas decoration here in the studio before an absolute maximum of 2 weeks before Christmas. Yeah, even the BBC, they got their bloody Christmas idents up in the beginning of December now, don't they? Earlier, and you're quite right, Jason. You get to Christmas, well, it's already happened, isn't it? Already happened. Although there was of course a story in the newspapers some weeks ago now that said if you put your Christmas decorations up earlier, it makes you happier. I don't see how. I've never been happy in my entire life. I don't even know what that word means. Happy. What does that word mean? It's a new word to me. Hello to Mick loves boobies. I bet you do, Mick. So does great nephew Harry. Good morning to Roy the boy. He's got his own YouTube channel. Good morning to you, Roy. Hope all's well with you, sir. Ian agrees that people start too early with Christmas. My mate used to work in a toy shop. They started playing Christmas songs at the end of September. Oh, that's too early, isn't it? It's far too early. Did you take your repaired trainers? Guess what, Mick? I've chucked them away. I haven't. I can hear people cheering all over the world. I have chucked away my repaired trainers. The ones that were stapled and glued, I chucked them away on Monday morning before I left. That's absolutely true, that is. The reason being is that one of the staples became loose and started digging in my foot. So that's why. No more. I'm going to get a new pair of trainers out of my cupboard today. Absolutely. Would you like me to get them now? Would you like to see them? Would you? I don't have deer trainers. Absolutely not. Maximum on a pair of spade trainers, £50. I usually get trainers for about 30 quid. Shall I get a pair? One moment. I've got 3 pairs, you see. See, you can all have designer clothes, boys and girls. You can have designer clothes. The trick is to wait until they have the sales. Here you go, look. Ralph Lauren, lovey. Ralph Lauren, you ready? I've got 3 pairs in the cupboard at the moment that I bought up to 2 years ago. But I like to wear things out until you can't wear them anymore. And to be honest, those red trainers, it was time for them. I know it was time for them to go. They've gone. Ready? Da, 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 da. Here we are. Grey this time. We've got grey. What size are these? Oh, new. Oh. Some people are into trainers, you know that. They shouldn't really tell you this. They do it with their trainers on. Oh, yeah, and nothing else. Strange people. I bet Mark Bowles is probably one of those. Absolutely. Here we are. Grey trainers. Now, these cost me £35, if I remember rightly. Thank you very much. New trainers. There we are. Look at that. Oh, I like the smell, don't you? Oh, yeah. New trainers. So there we are. The red trainers have been replaced. Can someone let my sister know? Can someone do a screenshot? Anyone who knows my sister, can someone do a screenshot of these and so that she can get them? All right, I'll just hold them like that for a while I'm chatting rubbish, as usually I am. Roy says you rotter. So there we are. John Aitken hates sand too. I just lay by the pool on holiday. Yeah, I can see that somehow. Ordering another drink from the bar, probably. We didn't see you on the trampolines. No, I don't go on trampolines. Last time I went on trampoline, all I could feel was my fat wobbling up and down. It was awful. Just awful. All right? Sean quite rightly says, you won't see Chris on the trampoline. They do have a weight limit. You're right, they do. Chris, do you like walking around garden centres? I think we could walk around one, you and me together, holding hands. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it, Chris? Chris is the only other gay person that I fancy. Usually I fancy only straight blokes. That's the truth. That is the truth. Chris is the only gay person that I fancy, isn't it, Chris? And don't he know it? Oh, dear. Michael Lawrence, are you on the list? What list, Michael, are you on, darling? Don't come knocking if the caravan is rocking. Pfft, I've had the caravan a year and a half. It ain't rocked yet. I don't think it's ever going to happen. Gareth, it's just not going to happen, is it? Peter Capaldi, thank you very much. Peter Capaldi was the 12th Doctor. He was my favourite Doctor out of the new ones, all right? Adam, what will you do with all this money you're raking in from Super Chats? I bought loads of prizes. You don't think those Super Chats have covered the cost of these prizes, do you? So not, especially the bingo. Wait till you see the bingo. Wait till you speak. I do appreciate the Super Chat, but don't for 1 minute think that covers the cost of the prizes and the backdrop and all the rest of it. But it's nice. It's a nice thing to do, and I do appreciate whenever someone sends us a Super Chat, all right? Let's have a look. Where are we now? Give it all to who? Or don't say, give it all to, and there's nothing. Adam says, oh, give it all to, and then there's nothing. Who what? I don't know. Michael sent me a message on the phone. Have you, Michael? No, I haven't got a message from you, Michael. When did you send that? Did you type the right number in, dear? No message on the phone, Michael. Good. Go and treat yourself to a new pair of trainers. I have. Have you got a foot fetish? No, I haven't. Dirty, smelly, stinking things. Especially my sisters. Oh, there's two people who've got the worst feet in the world. Number one, my sister. And number two, my younger nephew, Jimmy. His feet absolutely in fact, he don't take his trainers off. I usually insist on people removing their shoes when they come into my house or caravan, except Jimmy. I'm going to provide him with plastic bags to tie over his feet if he ever takes those shoes off. Oh, they're awful. Roy the boy bought some trainers and a sale at Audi. £3. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, they're boat shoes, are they? Are they boat shoes? I know what they are. Boat shoes. They're quite nice. Nice feel. They're not leather, are they? I don't like leather. No, not leather. I don't really buy any leather. I have bought leather shoes before, but I'm not a massive leather person. You know. I think probably one or two of you is into leather wearing. Are you? Yes. Don't start talking about that sort of. Not on the daytime show. Maybe we could do that at night time, but certainly not during the day. Okay, only one shoe on is how Mark likes it. On what? Sean does it with his trainers on. It's easier to get down the drain pipe. Or don't you get another tag on you, Sean, if you're not careful, mate. John dated a very handsome Irish guy, but he had smelly feet, so I had to dump him. Too right and all. Oh, too right and all. Awful. Awful having smelly feet. Oh, there's Adam. What are you going to do? Oh, no. I've read that one, haven't I? Good. Okie doke, boys and girls. What's the time? 5 to 11. Oh, we're pushing it a bit now. I've got to have my hair cut as well. Look how long this hair is. It's practically touching the floor this morning. Now, don't forget, we'll be with you tomorrow night, round about 8 o'clock, I think, tomorrow. Okay. We did have an email in here from Chris Lotze. Good morning, Chris. A very, just a minute. Very, very disappointing email, really, boys. A very disappointing email. And Chris writes, last week, he sent this last week, my YouTube feed has been lacking your videos. Are you okay? Are you alive? Did a crazed fan kidnap you demanding a ransom? Are you having trouble making poo-poo? Are you stuck in the toilet all this time? The most important question was, did I win yet? Because obviously he had a raffle ticket at some point. Now, it's very disappointing, Chris. If you watch the shows, then you'd know. And I'm very surprised at people who send a message in and... Something just fell off then. What was that? Something just fell down. I felt something fall down there. It's either that or someone just touched my leg. Who touched my leg then? Was that you? If, Chris, you watched the shows, you would have known exactly where I was last week. and then have the audacity to say, have I won? I don't know. Watch the show. Watch the show. Monday is raffle day. Watch the show. And the adverts. You need to sit down with your family and make an hour a day to watch me. Rude. Anyway, then he writes something else in another email a little bit later on. He says, I have a non-bingo ticket raffle question. Chris is in the States. He's been with the show for years, actually. And he writes, hope you have an amazing time with the family. I did indeed. Thank you very much. I have a non-bingo ticket raffle question. I was looking on Amazon and was thinking of ordering some good British chocolates. Should I avoid these, or do you think they are good? And he sent me pictures of them. He's got... Is that on there, dear? It's dirt or something on there. Oh, God, I've got nothing to wipe it. Well, hang on a minute. Let's use this snotty... I think it's not on there. It's a bit crusty, that tissue. I think it's not on that. One moment, please. There we are. Oh, I realised what's... Oh, one of my lenses. Is that what's fallen out? I've dropped a lens now. Where's that gone? Hold on a minute. I've dropped a lens. Where the hell's that gone? Oh, God. Don't say I'll have to use a new pair of glasses as well. Where did that lens go? I felt it drop out on the floor somewhere. I don't know. Let's have another pair. Good job. I've got 3 pairs of glasses. Let's move over to these Harry Potter style glasses. So he's got the pictures. He's sent me a picture of a flake, picnic, crunchy, star bar, dairy milk, a twirl, a curly whirly. How small are they now? Have you seen how small they can see? Those of you who are like 30 wouldn't know any difference. When I was a kid, these curly whirlies were like that. They were at least the size of a 12-inch ruler. He's 12 inches, yes, John. Stop that. Curly whirlies were absolutely the size of a 12-inch ruler at one point. Have you seen how small they are now? Bleeding hell. So curly whirly, twirl, whisper, dairy milk, as to say, double decker, and caramel. And the answer to that question, Chris, is yes. They are all lovely, good chocolates. Buy them, okay? Cadbury's and Galaxy chocolate is the best in the world. Don't take any notice of these people, dear, you know, who tell you that Swiss chocolate is the best. It's vile stuff, dear. Nasty, foreign chocolate. And listen, when we come out of the European Union, there will be no foreign chocolate in these shops. It's all closing down. We'll only have Cadbury's, which is American, and Galaxy. I don't know who owns Galaxy. It doesn't matter anyway. So there we are. That's all you want. Don't touch any of that Swiss. And don't eat Hershey's chocolate. Oh, that's vile. Have you had that? Big chocolate maker in America. Very popular over there. I had some of that Hershey's chocolate. Vile. Bitter. Bitter. A little bit like you are this morning. Bitter. That's it. So thank you very much for that, Chris. Yes, you go and buy those, my darlings, all right? You go and buy those, all right? Where are we going? Over here. There you go. Roy the boy. They were huge when I was a kid. Did you think that's about right? It was about the size of a 12-inch ruler, maybe even a bit bigger than that. That's how big a curly whirly was. It took you 3 days to eat the bloody thing. Now, one mouthful, gone. Tight-fisted people they are, aren't they? Claire, will there be bingo tomorrow night? I'm not using evening listener. That depends, Claire, whether or not the prizes have been delivered to my neighbour or not. I know he's got 2 boxes of mine, but I don't know what they are. That's the thing. So, yes, there'll be a show tomorrow night. If the prizes are here, we will do a bingo. If not, no. Okay, so that's all I can tell you for now, all right? Mark says, can we do 9:15 tomorrow, please? I can't give an exact time, to be honest, Mark. It just depends how it sort of fits in with my day. But usually it's a sort of time sometime between 8 and 10, all right? I can't arrange it to fit around you, dear. God's sake, man. I know I love you very much from the bottom and to the top of my heart. It's funny how quiet you go when your missus is watching this programme, by the way, isn't it? Hang on a minute. Top chat. I think I've got the wrong chat listed there. Have I been missing people out? Oh, I don't know. Hang on, let me scroll down. There we go. So that's the news on the bingo. Curly Whirlies first cost £2. Is that what they were? Good morning to you, Info Scuba Diving. Sorry if I've missed some messages out this morning, but once again, it does get very busy, and I had the wrong setting on there, so Hopefully there. Wagon wheels again. Oh, wagon wheels were massive. They're like little biscuits now, aren't they? Awful things. Never mind. Okay, get ready for the raffle tickets. I shall do those in a moment after this very important, hard-hitting news story. Now, if any of you are not in a relationship, a little bit like myself, and are sad and lonely and pathetic, like me, then all is not lost. Because a woman has just entered a relationship. 5 years ago, this woman entered a relationship. A woman says she's been in a 5-year relationship with the love of her life. A passenger jet. This woman is 30 years old, from Berlin in Germany, considers herself in a relationship with the Boeing 737-800. Michelle says she's been in love with the aircraft for 5 years and the relationship is very much physical. Well, how'd you get one of those in? Oh, it doesn't matter. She says, the 737-800 is very attractive and sexy to me. He's the most beautifully built and he's a very attractive and elegant aircraft. She even nicknamed the 737-800 Schatz. S-C-H-A-T-Z. Schatz, which translates into darling. But unlike regular relationships, Michelle is unable to spend quality time with her boyfriend. Adding a relationship with a plane is not easy and is sometimes difficult. I can only get close to him when I fly with him, or when I go into him when I can get him into the hangar, which has only happened once in my life. However, she has found different ways to indulge in her affection. She says, I have a big model of him made of fiberglass as well as real components from him so I can act out my love to some degree. There's some strange people in the world, dear. And I can see a little picture of her with a model, which is quite big, and it's like a shape like that. Oh, sorry, over there. It's like a shape like that, you know, because of the head. She showed BTV various pictures of her kissing the 737-800 and cuddling with components such as doors and panels. Michelle's affection for the aeroplane is also known as objectophilia, where sexual or romantic... Oh, I shouldn't really use that word during the morning. Sexual or romantic attraction is focused on a particular inanimate object. But Michelle doesn't see the physical side of her relationship with any Boeing as any different to with humans. She explained it's like a normal relationship. We have relaxing evenings together, and when we go to bed, we cuddle and we fall asleep together. So what a lovely little story that is. You see, there is hope. There is hope for sad, lonely people in this world, such as myself, and possibly some of you, that we can have relationships with other things other than humans. And let's be honest, we're always going to win an argument, aren't we? Yes. God knows what happens to that nose cone at night, but there we are. Right. It's raffle time, boys and girls. Who wants a raffle, man? Who wants a raffle thing? Speak now. Speak now. Stop that, Mick. Speak now. Raffle ticket time. Who wants a raffle ticket? Hurry up. There we go. Ian Days. Ian Days. Morning, Ian. Mark Bowles. Ian Days. 249. Mark Bowles. 250. Bum. Adam the Plumber. 25. Oh, can't get my tickets there. 251. Adam the Plumber. Michael Pullman, 252. Raffle is on Monday morning, boys and girls. Monday morning. Michael Pullman. Roy the Boy, 253. Have you actually got one yet, Roy? I don't think you have you? Roy the Boy, 253. Sean Pye, 254. Art Master Studio, Master, 255. 256 goes to Mick Davenport. 257 to John Aitken. You've got a better chance of winning this week, boys and girls, because there's not so many tickets. Diane Deb, 258. 259 to Joanna, sitting there very quietly this morning. You must be waiting for my singing, my love. 259 for Joanna. Thank you, darling. All right, Michael Lawrence, 260. You may have seen Maureen collecting her raffle prize last night. We did that on the stage last night. Emma Hegarty. Hello, Emma. Oh, you're new. Emma Hegarty. Do you know about the raffle, Emma? We have it on Monday morning, okay? The draw is on Monday morning. You can get one raffle ticket for every show that you watch, okay? You can only claim up to the beginning of the next show. So once we start the next show, that's it. That lot's finished and we move on to another ticket, okay? So there you are. And you get a ticket for every show. So if you're with us tomorrow night, you'll get one as well tomorrow, Emma, okay? Just ask when I say raffle tickets now, and then we give them out, okay? But the draw is on Monday morning, Emma, and that's the prize. One of these fridge magnets and a little photo as well, darling. All right? Okay, 262 for Russ Philip Vernon. Gloria Gayer. Go on then. Hey, Gloria. 263 for Gloria Gayer. 264. Paul Adamson. Morning, Paul, in Amsterdam. Again, you're sitting there very quietly. Adamson. There we are, Paul. 264 for Paul. Carol MC and Dave. 265. You're getting a whole collection, aren't you? 265, 266. Probably near the end of the list now, are we? Oh, I've just pulled off another load of tickets there. 266 for High Grade Gaming. I noticed some of you wait until the other messages have come, and can I just thank you for that, because it's a lot easier if it comes through in bits rather than the whole lot at once. I tend to lose the place a little bit. High Grade Gaming, thank you. Jason Hughes, 267 for Jason. I think I'm at the end of the list. Anyone? Have I missed anyone out? Please speak now. Let's have a look at the text message thing. Someone's just sent me the address, but they haven't sent me their name. So put your name. Do you want to send that again? Your phone number finishes 79. Whoever's phone number finishes 79, can you send me a message with your name on it? I've got your address, but not your name there, and I'll put one of the super chat prizes in for you there. Okay, Paul and Lou. Oh, hang on, I can hear something ringing. Oh, it's my mate. Just a second, boys and girls. Morning. Sorry? Morning. Have you got me on in the background, dear? Well, have me on in the background, dear. Oh, my God. It's live to millions of people all over the world at the moment. Millions. Millions here. Millions. Michael Lawrence. 269 for you, Michael Lawrence. Yes, I am. Do you want... Oh, no. I haven't missed you out. Just a moment, Ronnie. We've got trouble with one of the viewers here, dear. Michael, you've already asked. I haven't missed you out. You're not paying attention, Michael Lawrence. 260, dear. Pay for... I hope I... No, I think... What it is, Ronnie, I think I'm on in the background in his house. I'm not like, he's not paying full attention to what's going on. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Anyway, dear, what is it? Do you want to come as well then, dear? I am. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's good. All right, I'll see you soon then. I'm just going to do the birthdays after this, and then I'll be finished, dear. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye, bitch. Michael, there's Michael, Paul and Lou. Where are we? 268 for Paul and Lou. Mark Bowles is coming round as well. What are you coming round for? You having your hair cut as well, Mark? All right, is that all the tickets? Are we done? Okay, boys and girls, if you're watching a recording of the show, you can, of course, have a ticket. If you've already got a ticket on watching now, don't ask for another one, because you will be banned from all competitions, and you will be taken outside. And Mark Bowles and Sean Pye together will take you around the back of this accommodation and kick the hell out of you. as punishment. And none of that liberalism here. Oh, why don't you talk to them so that you understand what the problem is? No! You will have that kicked out of you by those two. And then your body will be dumped in the Thames or somewhere like that. Thank you very much. All right, let's do today's birthday. Got today's birthdays to do and yesterday's. But thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm so happy to be back. And when I'm not doing this, believe me, I miss it. I absolutely mean that. And again, thank you those of you that sent the super chat this morning. Don't forget, gang, if you've sent a super chat in the past, I need your address. Send me your address either by text message, your postal address 07551 259 675, or email your postal address to chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, and I will send you your little super chat gift. Tomorrow, I will show you what those super chat gifts are that are coming in the post to you. It's only a little small thing to say thank you, all right? So happy birthday on this Saturday, the 12th of October 2019, to Phil Lawrence, who's a bit of a singer. Good morning, Phil. Happy birthday to you, sir. Happy birthday today to Lisa Cahill. Morning, Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Tezza McFeather. I love that name. 43 years old today. John McKenzie. Good morning, John. 71 years old today. Lee Wallace. He was a DJ. I don't know if you still are or not, but good morning to you, Lee. Long time no see. Happy birthday, sir. Paul Kemp. Good morning to Paul Kemp. Happy birthday. Dean Bradford Goosh. Good morning, Dean. One of our old black cap customers. Nice to see you pop up there. 43. Good God. Happy birthday to you. And Victoria Pearson. One of the most delightful people I have ever worked with. She was my manager, but I never felt I worked for her. I worked with her at several of the Belushi's branches. It's her birthday as well today. So happy birthday to you, Victoria. I know we keep saying I'll meet you up for lunch and it never happens. I know. So happy birthday. That's today's birthdays. And for yesterday's birthdays, Will Moffat. Good morning, Will. Was his birthday on Friday. Happy birthday for Friday. Grant Middleton was 29 years old yesterday. Dean PM was 25 on Friday. Benjamin Elder, morning Benji, 34 years old yesterday. Ash Smith, good morning Ash. Happy birthday for yesterday. Boadicea Francis McLaughlin is 35 yesterday. Wiggy Woo, who's Wiggy Woo? 114 years old. Chris Caudle was 44 years old yesterday. And Chris Bina Eccles. Hello, Chris. Oh, I had such fun with, 10 to 15 years ago. We used to go out all the time as mates. 41 years old yesterday. So happy birthday, boys and girls. I think that's all the birthdays, yes. Happy birthday to you, boys and girls. Where's my music now? Hang on a minute. I've got all tickets in the way here. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right. Those of you sending in your addresses for the super chats, thank you, Carol. I've got your one coming there. Was you the one who didn't send you? Yeah, someone sent me their address, but unfortunately not their name, so I don't know who that is. Okay, Carol, I've got yours. Sean, I've got yours. Let's have a look over there. And I've got Adam the Plumbers, and that's about it so far. As I know I've got more to give out than that. So if you've won a super chat in the not won, if you've sent a super chat in the past, and I've got the list of names up there, please do send me your postal address, and I'll get one off in the post to you probably tomorrow. I'll be able to do that tomorrow. I've kind of run out of time to be able to do anything else at the moment because Ron's coming around, a haircut, and I've got to pop down the shops as well. All right. Hopefully I'll be with you again tomorrow night, somewhere between 8 p.m. and 10 a.m. Okay. Are you on what list, Mark? Are you on what list? What list would you be on? I don't know. Have you sent a super chat, Mark? I haven't got the list in front of me, but if you have, I'm sure you have. So send me your address there. Okay. I don't keep the addresses. You have. I know you've sent me super chat. You have definitely. I know you have. So send me your address. Okay, not on here, but in a private email or something like that. All right. But I do have the list. I just don't have it up here in front of me there. If you sent me your address in the past for perhaps a fridge magnet, I don't keep the addresses. That would be a data act thing or something like that. So no, once you've sent the addresses and something's gone off, I don't keep the addresses here. So you need to send it again, my darlings. All right. Okay, thanks ever so much for joining us on the show today. A pleasure and so nice to be back with you again, boys and girls. And I'll see you again tomorrow night, sort of sometime between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Have a lovely Saturday. Cheerio now.